This is the pre-event press conference for EFC 114, live from the World Sports Betting Arena, Johannesburg, South Africa.
All right, let's go through it. Welcome everybody to the EFC 114 pre-event press conference. We've got another banger card for you guys. We've got Terence Belello going up against a now replaced Romani from Belgium for the interim flyweight title. Winner of that fight will fight Nkazimolo Zulu. We have the finale of the featherweight Grand Prix between Ayanda Zwane and Simbarashi Okonya. We've got another incredible fight taking place at the welterweight division. We know that's a division we're building aggressively between Peace and Jerry. Osvaldo Benedito's come out from Angola, and we've got Hanru Buerta back in the mix after many, many years away from the organization. Happy to have you. We've got Willie van Rooyen, who's been an absolute trailblazer in the division. I think it's his first knock on the main card, which welcome to the main card. Incredible for you, my friend. And none other than Iga Cabeza, the reigning featherweight and lightweight champion. Reason we brought him up here is I'm sure he wants to talk shop about these two guys facing him and what's happening next with Humphrey Malenga. Let's kick it off.
I'll start with Terence. Terence, a change in opponent. How were you preparing for Tamela Manyamala? And now what has changed in your preparation, such a short notice? What went through your mind when you accepted the change of opponent? And how does it change what you're going to do here on Thursday?
So me training for Tamela was a different matchup in style, because Tamela's style is different. And the preparation for his style was just basically the plan we set out, and the change of opponent came like Friday, and I was like, okay, cool. Graham knows, my team knows, that my answer to them was simply, who's next in line? No, it doesn't matter. I want to be on this card. I want to fight. I want to get my opportunity to fight Zulu in October. So if I have to take out this guy to fight Zulu in October, I'll have to do that. So yeah, but it's a good opponent. It's going to come out. It's going to come out hard, but I feel like this is my backyard. I feel like this is my time to showcase my level and where I'm at, and I can compete with the best.
Are you getting tired of fighting for interim belts, and what happened to the bantamweight strap?
Yeah, I thought I was going to fight for the undisputed, but it is what it is. No, Simon, I can't control that stuff. I can only control the internal dialogue. You know, I can't control the noise. It's always going to be there, and I'm at peace now. I'm in a calm state of mindset, and I know getting the job done Thursday is going to submit me to get that undisputed strap against Zulu. But it ain't about the belt for me. It's me. I want to fight the best guys in the division, and that's why I'm hunting for Zulu. I want Zulu, and that's it. Bottom line.
Question for Ayanda Zwane. So I know that Simbarashi Okonya remains the only loss in your professional career. How have you been training right now for him, and are you confident that you're going to get the W this time?
Absolutely, I'm going to get the W. We've been training, we've been putting in the work. We don't train for Simba, we train to improve as a fighter, as a person. Everything else we leave to God. So I believe I'm going to get the W 100%. The first fight, look, mistakes were made. We grew up as fighters, as people. Expect fireworks on Thursday night. We definitely coming for the W 100%.
Amazing. Simbarashi, on that note, you seem very, very calm, and you always seem very calm heading into these fights and all of that. Do you feel an extra amount of pressure, perhaps, knowing that, the champion, the double champion, Iga Cabeza, will be there watching that fight very closely?
Sorry, come again?
Do you feel any amount of pressure, knowing that Iga Cabeza is going to be watching your featherweight Grand Prix final, just right here?
First, I believe in myself and I believe in my skill, and I know no one in EFC will stop me. So I'm so calm because I know this guy's the one stop me, and I'm ready.
I'll just pick up on what Simba just said and take it to the GOAT, Iga Cabeza. What's your prediction for this fight? How do you feel about both these fighters? Who do you think is going to take the win? And what danger do you think they pose to Smiley?
Wow. First, thanks, man. And To be honest with you, I'm not sure. Like, I watched both of them fight before, paid attention to the skill level as well, and, you know, I think it comes down to who's got the better fight IQ. You know, I think both of them are evenly matched, more or less, but I think their IQ is what's going to differentiate who's going to win the fight. So we will see on the night, man. You know, like, I can't sit and say one is going to win or Jules going to win, but I can say whoever's got the high IQ on the night is going to be the one to take the fight. And yeah, man, I just hope the guys, they fight it out, and whoever wins is ready to step it up, you know, and see what's going on.
Keeping with Edgar, you're always talking about like how you like to stay active and all of that. It seems as though as soon as you are done with Humphrey Mulenga, who's your next opponent, you're going to immediately have your next opponent. So how do you feel about the activity that you're getting this year?
Well, I mean, like I say to everybody, we come from a world where we compete every weekend. So staying active is what it's a norm for us, you know. And I'm happy that I'm staying active like this. I mean, I should have been actually fighting this card now, just I got a bit ill. But I mean, look, I'm ready to fight, man. Everybody knows that. And Humphrey himself, he's in the way. He's gonna get moved out the way, and then to the next one, and then to the next one, and then hopefully somebody opens up their eyes and do what they need to do.
Awesome. Peace, I have a question for you. Of course, we're seeing the return of X. You know, it's been a while that you've been back in the Hex. So can you just tell us about where your mind space has been over the last few months, and how have you been training for this upcoming fight?
Well, last few months has been great. I realized two things. I realized that my last fight, I was in CIT and Mark Hume's dream. And I realized also the fact that me putting the EFC gloves and just stepping in that cage, that's my dream. So that's passed, that's done. I've been screaming at Graham and Ashley, somebody, give me some money. I was supposed to be under my coach's card in April, and then nothing happened. But we've been prepping, we've been ready, and yeah, we're here now. I'm just happy, just blessed to be here again.
Graham, can I ask you also about Peace and Gopani, if I may? You've got a bona fide star here. It just seems for fight fans, we don't get to see him that often. What can we do as a promotion to build this guy back to a possible title shot?
Yeah, I think we're trying to do that. We're trying to build that division. Welterweight division went from being this, completely saturated, loads of talent in there, and I'm not saying that there's no talent. There's just less athletes in the welterweight division, which is it's mind-boggling. But at the same time, where we've minimized in divisions, we've grown in others. Bantamweight, featherweight have just exploded. I mean, the amount of athletes that we've been able to sign in that roster with super talent. So to get onto the point, welterweight division has been thin. And that's mainly been the precursor of why we're not being able to get him great fights. But I think Jerry's a great opponent. We're finding guys from all across Africa. He comes from DRC, and he's a hell of a fighter. So I'm hoping that Peace can put on a great performance there. And then we can start building a trajectory again, you know?
Best believe.
Amazing. Henry Botha, I have a question for you. The last fight that you had was in 2018, and it's been even longer since we saw you in the EFC. So can you tell us what have you been getting up to over these last few years, and what's actually making you return now?
You see, I never went away. I moved from Limpopo to Gauteng a few years back, and and to settle down first. And you know, if you have kids and stuff, so you have to work around them. And I feel the settling is in 100%, so I can start fighting again. So I'm so excited to be back. Thank you, Graham. But yeah, it's nice to be back. I'm very excited.
I'll pick up on what I said earlier. You're sitting next to the guy you fought in your very last EFC fight. I think it was a lightweight title fight against Igor Cabeza. What's your plan if you're successful on Thursday night? Is something the belt always in your future, Hanru?
Oh, you see, it doesn't matter for me. I'm doing it for the fun. But if it's if the fight is going like forwards and it goes freaking well, then I will fight him again. I'm not. It's if you're a fighter, you're a fighter. If you're in the cage, you're not buddies. Outside the cage, you're buddies. And we understand it, and we can wrestle a lot against each other in wrestling and stuff. So if the fight is there, the fight is there.
Let me have a few words with your opponent, Osvaldo Benedito from Angola. Let's just keep it in Portuguese very quickly. We'll subtitle it for the folks later. O que você acha da luta, Osvaldo?
A luta eu acho muito boa. Vai ser uma ótima luta. E estou aqui para vencer. Good fight. Good luck.
Como reagiria o povo de Angola à sua vitória?
O povo de Angola acharia como uma vitória, né? Como sempre. Então, eu venho aqui para buscar vitória. E estou aqui para fazer a diferença.
Muito obrigado.
Ok, de nada.
Vili van Rooyen, question for you. Okay, so basically you are the main card curtain raiser and you're going up against Vuyadrula. How do you feel about this fight, and are you feeling any pressure, being the person who's going to set the pace for the rest of the fight night, the main card?
I don't want to say I feel pressure, but yeah, now that's my first fight on the main card, so it actually motivated me to train even harder, prepare even better. So yeah, I'm super excited to show the world what I can do, and yeah, so Thursday night you're going to see an even better show than all the other previous ones.
Amazing. Graham, question for you. So on the stage right now, we're seeing a lot of the IMF talent, the IMF alumni. And we recently had the IMF Africa tournament take place. So can we expect to see some of the talent from there coming through the ranks anytime soon this year?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe it was in Namibia. Yeah, very cool that we get to absorb that talent, because that's what gets me most excited regarding the future of MMA. Just watching guys like really, really bang it out in that setting and then come across to us. I mean, it's diametrically opposed. I mean, as soon as they step in the EFC hexagon, there's a lot of pressure, and it's a very different world. And some don't translate, but the ones that do, they get pushed through quite quickly and end up on the main card. And I mean, that's where it's great that we can take our time building these guys now. Is guys like Vili, we had him on the prelims and we saw what he was doing, so that we could say, look, now it's time. We weren't pressurized to get him on there for any other reason than to go, okay, I think it's time that he goes up against a bigger challenge, really gets some more exposure, and let's see how he can handle it there. So yeah, very excited for the IMF guys. I believe there's there's a DRC athlete that we're signing now that's got the fastest knockout in the history of IMF. I'm not sure how big it is, how quick it was, but apparently we're going to get him on board, which is great.
Ayanda the Parazwane. Ayanda, it's been a while since you and Simba last fought. I want to know how you think you've changed as a fighter, but how do you think Simbarashi Hakonya has also changed? What differences have you both made to your game?
Look, Simba, I respect him as a fighter. I respect him as a person, 100%. He's not sitting here by luck. He's sitting here by his work. His work shows in there. He went against Billy. Billy is not a walkover, and he did what he did. I went against Steven, who's not a walkover, and I did what I did. I've improved so much. I've got great guys behind me. I've got champs. I train with champs. They push me to the point where I know I'm heading the right way. Look, the fight with Simba and I, it's going to be one of the fights that I'm going to take him to a private school. I'm going to school him. That's what's going to be. Me schooling him, showing him that the guys he's been facing and the guy that he faced in that very first fight, it was just a fight. I wasn't ready mentally, I could say, but the work was done. And now the power is improved, the power is ready. Like I've been saying, the storm is coming, man. Will he be able to handle the storm? I mean, it's time now.
Simba, we would like to actually get a response from you to what Ayanda just said.
One thing I know, Ayanda have a big mouth. He talks too much, but he can't do what he talks, yeah? Like you must call him Mouth Tyson because he talks too much. With your mouth you can throw combinations, bro. But Saturday, Thursday night.
Have the same attitude in there on Thursday night.
I'm going down with you.
Same attitude in there Thursday night.
I'm going down with you, my brother.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
You should have did that. You should have done that the very first fight.
You better be ready.
I've always been ready.
You better be ready, my
I've
brother.
always been ready.
Don't just talk, yeah?
I don't talk, boy. I don't
so
talk.
You have a big mouth. You talk too much.
Yeah. Wait until we step in there. Wait until we step in there Thursday.
See you Thursday night.
We're almost there.
See you Thursday
Bring
night.
the same attitude on Thursday nights.
See you Thursday night.
Best believe.
I'm not here to argue with you. See you Thursday night.
I'm gonna school you, private school boy.
Next question.
It seems like it's going to be quite a fight there. But Terence, I just wanted to ask you. You seem like very relaxed right now. Usually you pull up here, you know, you're looking fly and all of that. Today you seem like a very determined and very focused version of yourself. So can you just give us a little more insight into like where you are right now mentally heading into this fight?
Heading to this fight, like I said, I'm in the state of calmness. I'm calm. I'm at peace. Zen. Empty-minded. I know what I got to do Thursday night. I know what I got to do. And I got to go out there and showcase and put up a show. And about the dress code, I still feel like I'm the best dressed guy on stage today. Sorry, guys. But yeah. But yeah, I've grown a lot in this off time, matured a lot. And Thursday night, I got to go out there and showcase where I'm at.
Keeping with you, Terence, last question from me. You know, usually you're the person who comes out here with the theme song that gets the whole place jumping and all of that. Can we get a hint of what song you might be coming out with on Thursday night?
It's a surprise. Just know that Thursday night, put on your dancing shoes, be in the groove, because we're going to blow this one up. Let's go.
Terence, I want to stay with you one more. Nkazimolo Zulu is going to be watching your fight on Thursday. What kind of message do you want to send to him with your performance?
I want to show him that even if it's whoever, you know, in front of me Thursday night, that I can't compete at this level, man. I can't grind. I can't go to that dark place. And yeah, man, it's time to show everyone that, not just everyone, but it's time to show myself and that I can compete with these guys. And the time is near. Time is near. October's a few months away. After this fight, I'll be back in the gym. I'll be grinding, and I will improve and get better and step in there with Zulu. That's the fight I want, and I feel like me and Zulu will be a crazy fight. We'll sell our Grand West now. So for that one, I would love to go to Cape Town, Graham.
What's the possibility of that happening, Graham? And do you have any kind of idea about the injury to Zulu's hand, and what belt, as a champ, will he be defending first?
So regarding moving venues, I think the Performance Institute here is just incredible. I can't say anything more than that, because the reality is, if we're going to go anywhere, it's probably going to be outside of South Africa, our first one out. But, you know, this is a great home base. We get everything done here. It's an incredible venue. Regarding what's happening with Zulu, is I actually phoned their management to see if he could maybe, I don't know how long the rehab was going to take, step on this card and actually fight Terence, but that didn't take place and they couldn't commit to it. They've booked him off. I think that his first opportunity to fight would be October, September. And I think, you know, just based on the need to get this fight done, are we going to try and book that first? That's going to be the first one we're going to tackle. Also, Zulu, as much as him and Faiz at bantamweight would be a banger and a great fight, I don't think Zulu's in a rush to stay at 61. He wants to be at 57. It's where he has really excelled, and I think he wants to get down there and challenge Terence, or whoever wins.
I'm going to pick up what you said about the venue. Obviously, we've had some amazing title fights here for many, many years. And it's almost like it truly is a landmark of combat sports on the African continent. But now it's the world sports betting arena. What does that mean to you and the entire EFC team, that we are guaranteed this venue now as a site of probably the best combat sports action foreseeable for the next couple of years?
You know, I think people forget that consistency is one of the most important things if you in any business, and a fight sports promotion You want to be able to know where the events are going to be held and consistently held. You want to know that you're going to do monthly shows, which we do. We've ticked the boxes in terms of building up a rapport with the average fight fan across Africa and the world of going, there's consistency in that promotion. You know, we're here to stay. We've been around for 15 years. We now have a permanent venue, which is completely kitted out for our broadcast. So you're just going to get quality products and the product as it goes out. The reality is, this type of venue, now that it's backed by an incredible sponsor, means that we can keep on improving and getting this place as amazing as possible, so that when fans come here, they're getting the best version of what it is to watch live MMA. That's the reality of it.
Simba, I want to pick up with you. I think you're the favorite at World Sports Betting going into the fight. When World Sports Betting picks you as a favorite, does that add extra pressure for you to take the victory?
No, I have no pressure. I'm so excited for these fights, so I'm so calm. Yeah.
Ayanda, how does it feel to be the underdog at World Sports Betting going into 114?
I love it. I love being the underdog. Underdogs always come up on top, end of the day.
Igor, one last time for me. I'll go back to these two opponents. You always talk about the challenges coming for your belt, and you always talk about levels to this game. Do you think these two fighters, throwing it down for #1 contendership for your belt, are at your level, and if not, why?
Okay. You know, I think EFC is just being nice to them as well, you know. The reality of the matter is we had to make this Grand Prix because there was nobody else. That's what we said. But we got someone called Exen, Ronaldo Exen. You see, if they can go through someone like Ronaldo Exen, then I'll know exactly where they stand. Till that day, I don't want to lie to you. Competition is tough, I get it. But they haven't faced, let me put it this way. They haven't faced somebody like Exen before, or he's recent. Let me call him out, you know? So I still have not doubt, but I still don't believe that it's there yet. I think there's still more time to be put in. But like I say, there's big growth in both of them. I see it. I mean, everybody sees it. Nobody's blind. But yeah, man, like I say, with me, it's different. You know, guys, like I always tell people, you are busy learning new things now and you think it's working. The things you're learning now is the things I've known for the last, how long have I been, when did I start? Let's say 10 years. The last 10 years, I've known it for that long, and you're just learning it now. There's a big difference in that, you know? And like, I don't have to say it a lot. I mean, I jump in that cage and it shows itself, you know? Yeah, man, the guys are good, man. I like the fact that they're jumping in there. I like the fact that there's growth in the featherweight division. I mean, there was a time where when I last fought Andrew, there was nobody, you know? And I'm enjoying the fact that there's growth now, and I like the guys going at it. And you know what? I've got a lot of respect for the both of them. And like I always say, man, I believe in growth, and that's what makes an athlete is growth. I mean, winning and losing is part of the game, but the growth and experience is bigger than that. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, I'm just excited to see the guys throw it down. I mean, may the best man win. I'll be there watching, and I mean, I'm probably going to go visit the World Sports Betting as well. I'm the bet on Andrew. No, I'm playing. I don't do that. But yeah, man, good luck to you too. And hopefully the best man gets out of there with the hands raised up.
Graham, final one, and you can wrap after the answer if you want. Igor's basically saying that he thinks the Featherweight Grand Prix has been a massive success. Can we look at perhaps moving that idea to other weight categories, particularly perhaps the welterweight issue that you referred to earlier?
You can put me in that Grand Prix.
Preferably, I mean, I'd like to do more Grand Prix, and the idea was born out of taking top guys. I mean, we had that opportunity when we looked at Terence Belilla and the guys, Tumel and all those guys in the flyweight division. And it either comes out of two things. Either we're searching for a #1 contender, and we can't really pick who's the best of the bunch, and, you know, they can fight it out. In this instance, I'm really glad that it's worked out so well. And yes, it's a proof of concept that we must translate. I think middleweights would do well there. I think welterweights would do well there. And what that also does, and the reason I like it, is we can bring in international talent and load them into that division and really, really highlight the growth. Because the guy who wins out of that is going to be legit, you know? All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you very much for joining us at the pre-fight press conference for EFC 114. We'll see you this Thursday for the event. Terence is looking to do the business against a Belgian threat for the interim flyweight title. Thank you.